B. As I mentioned, Glass B, always in my different glass lines, if it is Sommelier, Vinum, Riedel O, Vinum XL, is always the best seller because Cabernet or Bordeaux blends are the most consumed grape variety in the world. So B stands truly for Bordeaux blend. Every grape variety, red wine that you would see or find in Bordeaux, generally speaking, would fit into this glass. It is Cabernet, Merlot, Malbec, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Franc. This would be the right glass. And we've been trying and testing to make a Merlot glass. It's just the characteristic, the DNA is so similar that this glass works. The wine that we're having is from Australia. It's a reserve, vintage 2007. We swill, we smell. I want to make sure that there is no bottle variation. There's a slight bottle variation. In one, the wine appears to be a little bit more mature than in the other. But we go about it. Let's smell it. Lots of blackberry. Already on the riper stage, I would say. Has nice cassis. Interesting is it has a little bit of licorice in it. We taste the wine, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention on how does the wine flow onto the palate. Now we're talking for the first time tannins, which the younger generation does, generally speaking, not like it, because it's the Mickey Mouse generation. We're looking for sweetness in life. Everything that's sweet is great, gives us energy, is sugar. Tannins are there to round off the wine. Tannins are there to allow the wine age. Tannins are part of structure in great wines. And here on the palate, the tannins you would feel as the numbness between your lips and your teeth, which is perfectly fine, balanced. The tannins are not aggressive, overly aggressive, they're not drying out our mouths. The aftertaste, the texture is silky, the aftertaste, toffee, chocolate, mocha, with cedar wood, beautiful, rounded, elegant wine. In a blind tasting, once again, I would have a tough time to say if it's the wine is a New World wine or Old World, because it is based on these characteristics. But right away, I would notice the alcohol structure, which is quite opulent. The wine on the label says 14.5. We know it has 15%. Why do we know? We know the tax reasons, 0.5% we are allowed to be off in terms of alcohol. And so definitely here you can scent the heaviness, the alcohol, but again, balanced. Beautiful mouthfeel, it's refreshing. It's not heavy on our palate. It allows us to dream about food and wine pairing. Elegant, let's smell the wine once again. We taste the wine once again. Nice structure, nice balance, long-lasting aftertaste, minty aftertaste. The eucalyptus, beautiful herbs and spices that we can identify the more we focus on the aftertaste. And then, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to just pick up glass A, empty first. This glass was born in a way where we, the Riedel family, were very hesitant. Why? Because we are grape variety specific. This glass was requested by a wine region. They wanted a workshop. The wine region is in North America called Oregon. And Oregon makes some of the finest wines in the world. made by the finest winemakers in the world. If you go to Oregon and you know Burgundy, you will find duplications of names in Oregon. Lots of Burgundians have gone to Oregon to make wine there because of similarity, climate, altitude, except the difference is hanging periods. The clones that they're using to make their wines. And they said to us, dominated by French winemakers living, working in Oregon, we don't feel that the existing Pinot Noir shape can keep up with the aroma pattern of our wines. We would like to have a workshop. And we said, at the beginning, hesitantly, no. Why? Because imagine the consumer would be quite confused to not only go by grape specific, but also regional specific. So this glass, through a workshop similar as I mentioned at the beginning, was developed and they were right. The little flare that you have on top is what we call the acidity bumper. Pinot Noir is famous for high unbalanced acidity. Some people don't like it so much because of tannins, of acidity, dryness, bitterness, whatever comes to mind. I feel, and you will feel the same way if you would have some Pinot Noir in there, it all depends on the right glass. How is the message transferred? How do we taste the wine?